Lesson 4, Unit 5, Participatory Monitoring. What is participatory monitoring? It is a process by which key stakeholders, especially beneficiaries, engage at various levels of the monitoring and evaluation process in the project. The level of participation includes sharing of control over the content, process, and the results of the monitoring and evaluation activities, with an emphasis in identifying and taking corrective actions. Participatory monitoring focuses on the systematic collection and analysis of information during the life of the project and facilitates the timely adjustment and modification of the project plans. Why is it important? Participation is one of the fundamental principles of results-based management. Rbpm is based in trust, and participation is encouraged from all key stakeholders who are seen as partners in the development process to achieve the desired results. As such, participatory monitoring promotes transparency and accountability by including key stakeholders in the monitoring process. It also enhances local learning and builds the capacity and skills of participants, but most important, it builds stronger partnerships and ownership over the project. Here are some of the key differences between conventional and participative monitoring approaches. Conventional M&E will usually have a focus on meeting donor reporting requirements done by outside experts, focus on implementation indicators. Beneficiaries are passive actors, providing all information. Conventional monitoring is done occasionally or when requested by a donor. Participative monitoring, on the other hand, is done to empower the community. Community members participate in the data collection and analysis. They focus on the results that matters to them. They are active actors and participate in the decision-making process. Participative monitoring is done more frequently with community members engaging during the life of the project. Benefits for the project include better and more complete information for decision making. Participants have a deep understanding of the community and the context. With participation, there's more empowerment over the decisions and results, which increases ownership. There is also an increase on the cost effectiveness of the information management process. The use of community members that participate in the data collection and analysis can result in cost savings compared with using external resources. Participatory monitoring has its own challenges, and they need to be addressed before incorporating this approach. True participation does not come easy. It requires time and effort to build understanding from the community to participate. Community members need to learn the use of the monitoring process and tools. It also requires a change in the mindset of the organization and the project to accept that some decisions will be participative, and that means sharing power. Participation should occur on all steps of the monitoring process. During the planning step, to help identify indicators, targets, and milestones. Collecting data, community members can conduct community surveys, interviews, and observations. In analyzing data, by helping understand trends or deviations from performance targets. And sharing and decision making by helping in the distribution of the monitoring results and participate in discussions to take appropriate actions that will improve the achievement of results. During the development of the monitoring plan, participation should be encouraged to help identify the correct indicators that will track the project performance. Participation should also occur in the selection of control groups and the level and type of participation during the steps of data collection, data analysis, and making decisions. The monitoring plan can be more effective when there is an increased level of participation by members of the community. During planning, the project team should identify the participants of the community that will be involved in collecting data and provide them with training. Participation during the data analysis step includes analysis of the progress made against the targets the community has agreed to and identifying the causes for delays or the changes in the initial assumptions. For example, selected members of the community can help in the analysis of qualitative data by helping interpret the local customs, social norms, and current practices that are limiting the achievement of the expected results. Reporting is another important element in participatory monitoring. The data collected and analyzed is also used to provide valuable information to the community about the progress, and it helps facilitate the conversations to make decisions that can help the performance of the project. Participants are users of the information, and that provides them with a level of empowerment to make the right decisions that will impact their lives. It's important that information shared is presented in a format that can be understood by all members of the community. For example, use of charts or photographs can convey a better message than complicated charts and tables with numbers. Participatory monitoring not only helps in the process to collect, analyze data, and measure the effectiveness of the project, it also builds ownership, has an empowering effect on beneficiaries, and it strengthens accountability and transparency. It makes beneficiaries active participants in their own development, not just as passive providers of information, but with active participation in the decision-making process to improve the performance of the project.